Hey, Marie, we need to have a little talk, okay? I've got an important question to ask you. Have you been spending more time at the in-laws' house lately? There's no way that I'm going to let you live with them and eat away at the inheritance, not by a long shot. You might be the younger of the couples, but remember, you've got no rights compared to us. Excuse me? What on earth are you even talking about, Ariana? I've got no such plans on living together with them. Even though our mother and father-in-law are doing well, I suppose they had to talk about the inheritance at some point. But don't you think that you're jumping to conclusions? Don't you think you're acting too quickly on this? Okay, well, I don't get why you're also becoming obsessed with what they're doing, huh? What's up with that? Because it's the time of year that we all spend time together as a family, Ariana. A lot of relatives come and go from their house, and it gets super busy. It's hard on my mother-in-law to do all of the things alone, so I help her out whenever I can. You know, just to lighten the load. You guys are also coming over here tomorrow, isn't that right? Oh, okay. I see what's going on here now. You're basically just being used as slaves, right? You know, this is why I don't like living so close by. There's no way that I'd live in such an inconvenient and rural town whilst also getting bullied by my in-laws. I would absolutely hate that kind of life. Well, to each their own. Everyone wants to have a different lifestyle. I feel very much indebted to my mother-in-law, so I'm more than happy to help her. Well, we'll be heading there tomorrow, and we're the guests in the house. I don't feel like I should be helping in any sort of way, so you need to treat us well. Okay, well, I see your point. That's also true. It's really nothing new about you guys not helping out around the house, am I right? Up until now, even when we've all returned to our in-laws' house at the same time, you both don't do anything since you're married to the eldest son. Don't you think you should at least help your own mother-in-law just a little bit more? Your views are so backwards, and you shouldn't be getting away with this. You know, to thank her for letting you both stay at their house and taking care of all your needs? I'll be honest with you, just staying at the in-laws' house is super stressful, and it makes me so annoyed when I have to spend time there. Huh? What do you mean it's stressful? Probably because you're just watching us all run after you when you can do things yourself. Excuse me? All I do is my best to take care of things, and I don't want to help you out with anything, okay? I mean, I don't even cook, so how am I supposed to help you out? Wait, what did you just say? So, you don't usually cook anything at home? So what do you usually eat then if you don't cook? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? We eat out a lot because my husband and I have the money to do that, so we don't need to bother cooking. Eating out as a couple just saves us so much time, and we don't waste time on thinking what to have and then making it. You do know that eating out every single day is not good for your physical health, Ariana. And what I'm saying to you right now is none of your business. I can do what I want with my husband. Ugh, we have to go back to our in-laws' house. I wonder, will you be cooking again this time? You're not actually going to cook for all of us, are you? Well, I do intend to help out, especially with cooking, since there'll be a lot of people coming and going. I'll help prepare some of the food. Ugh, just perfect. I was hoping you wouldn't be. I don't like your cooking because you hardly spend a lot of money on decent food and it always stinks. Ew. Can you at least make something decent this time so that I don't have to go to the bathroom and throw up? Hey, everyone usually treats me well at their house, but, you know, you're the only one who seems to complain a lot about what I do. If you're going to complain about the food I make, then why don't you cook your own food, huh? Since your standards are so high. Excuse me? Do you think I'm going to stand this sort of treatment from my ugly sister-in-law? Not a chance. I hope you don't act so disrespectful tomorrow, Marie. If you don't want to show me some respect, I'll tell my husband, and I'm sure you'll be hearing a lot out of him. Even if my own brother-in-law starts to tease me, his words don't really hurt me. He'll not damage the way I feel about myself. Oh, wow, acting so tough now, are you? What a joke. I think you should go and brush up on your cooking skills before I arrive tomorrow. You better serve some good food that is suited to our taste buds. I'll throw it on the floor if it's not. Okay, alright, I get it, Ariana. I'll do my best to serve some good and tasty food tomorrow. But you'll just have to wait and see what I prepare. Hello, my dear Marie. Oh, you're such a sweetheart. I just wanted to thank you so much for helping out with things all the time. I feel so bad sometimes because I should be able to get all the details sorted for these gatherings, but sometimes it just gets to be too much. No, Florence, it's my pleasure. I just want to help in any way that I can. You shouldn't be stressing yourself out when family comes over. I'm sorry for always treating you like you can't do anything. I just don't want you going to great lengths that you end up exhausting yourself. No, you're absolutely fine. Ever since you started coming over and eating here with us, it's turned into a much more lively atmosphere, and my husband is happier too. Aw, really? Well, I'm glad that you said that. I'm happy to come over and eat with you both and have a nice conversation. I'm truly grateful for your presence in this house, so that's no joke, my dear. I wanted to ask, is it okay for me to ask you to help prepare for tomorrow? Yes, of course, that's no problem, Florence. I'll help in any way that I can. I don't live that far away, so please just call me whenever you need my help. Well then, may I ask you a favor? So, Oliver and his side of the family will be coming over here tomorrow, and it looks like you'll also be coming over as well. Yes, of course. Everyone has this time of year off, so everyone goes home to visit their families. That makes sense. Well, I mean, I honestly think it's just to maintain a connection. I don't know how much thought and feeling they've put into this trip. But is that really what it is, though, Florence? They're family, so of course they should be more than happy to visit. We really don't know. This is mostly about Ariana. She doesn't really help with things when she comes to visit, and it bugs me. I feel like she's going to cause you some trouble tomorrow. So I'm sorry, but I just wanted to apologize in advance for her terrible behavior. I seriously don't understand what her problem is. She should know better. Florence, her behavior is not something that you need to apologize for. Don't worry too much about it. It's just the usual thing that happens when she comes. But I do feel like when she comes over this time, things might be a little different. Oh, really? You think so? But what do you mean by different, Florence? Is she going to act better or worse than she already does? Oliver and Ariana's attitude up until now has been making my husband feel very uneasy. He seems interested in sorting things out. Oh, okay. Well, my father-in-law has always been so kind to me, so I hope that he won't change his attitude altogether. Yeah, I don't think he will. I'm afraid we've been criticizing them a bit too much, but I'm not really sure how to make things better. I don't think either you or my father-in-law have been criticizing anyone. I just hope that Oliver and Ariana don't behave so rudely like the other times they came over. I'll come by early tomorrow morning so that I can help you clean and prepare for all the meals. You know, Marie, you're such an amazing and hardworking person, and I'm really grateful to have such an awesome daughter-in-law. Thank you. Aw, well that makes me really happy to hear that, Florence. You're so sweet to me, so I just want to return the favors in any way that I can. I just want to do what's best for my mother-in-law and our family as a whole. I'll do my best to help you out tomorrow. Are you seriously kidding me with this crap you're going to put in front of me, Marie? Do you really think I would eat this kind of food? I'm not eating some cheap meal made by a poor person like you. I'm not stooping down to your level. Ariana, don't you think you've gone far enough in treating me like this? What you just said was so cruel and disrespectful. I'm allowed to be, since I'm married to the eldest son, and we're back in his hometown for the holidays, all right? Since you're the wife on the younger brother, it's up to you to make a decent meal, but you can't even do that, can you? Can't you prepare some more elaborate dishes for us to eat, considering we've come all this way to be here? What is this, poor people's food? Do you think us being here is some sort of joke to you? Don't you think you should have been more prepared for your guests? Well, do you think it's really necessary to be so rude to me? Is the food really that bad? It seemed like enough of a treat to me, Ariana. Oh, Marie, you're such an idiot sometimes. Of course it's a treat for you, but not for us. It's because you've got a different standard of living compared to me. Excuse me? I don't think that's the issue at hand here. How about you just keep your mouth shut from now on? Can you at least do that much? This is not your house, and you don't get to say things like this, so just shut up, would you? Whoa, what the heck was all that about? What's your problem, Marie? Did I make you angry? You wouldn't even know how to express your anger. Do you really think that your in-laws' house is your house as well? You're delusional, Marie. Now, can we get back to reality? You're acting bossy just because you live a little bit closer to them than us, isn't it? It seems like you think of it as your home, but you're wrong. After all, you're just a poor youngest brother's wife who is a good-for-nothing idiot. You're below me, Marie. I don't really think of it as my home, Ariana, but it is my mother and father-in-law's house, so how about being a little bit more humble? Oh, shut up, Marie. You can't tell me how to act in this house. We came all this way for the holidays, so serve me up some decent food. You really don't think you're getting a bit too carried away with this nonsense, Ariana? And I don't want to be criticized by a woman who cooks cheap food. It's normal to have a good hearty meal during the break. Yeah, I think you're definitely getting a bit too carried away, so you better be a bit more careful about what you say. I can't handle this anymore. You need a bit of reflection time. Excuse me? What did you just say? Reflection time? Why do I have to do any reflecting on anything? I'm allowed to say what I say to you. You're the one who needs to reflect. Look at me. I'm the one being forced to eat really crappy food. I come here for the break and this is what I get in return? Please, give me the eldest son and his family a serving of some turkey or something so that we feel more welcome at home. Hey, Marie, we need to have a little talk, okay? I've got an important question to ask you. Have you been spending more time at the in-laws' house? Huh? What on earth are you talking about? What do you mean the last time? Are you finally going to stop cooking poorly lately? There's no way that I'm going to let you live with them and eat away at the inheritance, not by a long shot. You might be the younger of the couples, but remember, you've got no rights compared to us. Excuse me? What on earth are you even talking about, Ariana? I've got no such plans on living together with them. Huh? I'm confused. Who is this? Why are you talking about Marie if this is her phone? Who is this? Answer me! That was our father-in-law, Oscar, who sent that message to you, Ariana. Those are his own words. What the heck? What is he doing with your phone? Why did he say those things to me for? I haven't done anything. It seems that he was keeping an eye on the interaction between you and me. I guess he suspected something was up. Why on earth was he looking at what I was saying to you? Have you not heard of a little thing called privacy, Marie? How come you're doing this? I'm in a separate room messaging you right now. Don't you know how much more awkward it's going to be when we're all in the same room? Well, how can I make this clear for you? This was your own doing, Ariana. They saw how you've been acting towards me. You're the one that's caused this. Oh my God, I'm really glad I got this all out in the open now. It seems that my father-in-law is sorting out the turkey. Aren't you glad that things are turning out the way they're supposed to, Ariana? Huh? Really? You wanted to drag the whole family into this and watch it all turn into chaos? Is that it? You wanted to stir drama from the beginning, didn't you? I guess I'm glad that I get what I wanted in the end with a little bit of pushing. My father-in-law's always been such a gentleman. You're such a goody two-shoes since you've always given in to extreme requests. You do it all the time, don't you? Maybe you should have been honest to our father-in-law from the beginning about our little disagreements and how much I disliked your cooking. Well, it sounds like our father-in-law is happy to comply with your request, Ariana. As I said earlier, though, this is the last time we're doing anything like this. Wait, what? I know you said that, but I still don't know what you mean by that. What do you mean the last time? Well, my father-in-law told me earlier about what you were going to do. We were told today that this would be your last day here, right? I think that what I said before was accurate to what's going to happen now, don't you think? No, what on earth are you saying, Marie? I don't understand how today is the last time for anything. This isn't the last day. Today is our first day here. Don't you get that? We're still planning to stay here at the house tomorrow as well, so this is actually our first full day here. Well, yeah, about that. I don't think you have the privilege of staying here anymore. Huh? What's that supposed to mean? What are you talking about? Don't you understand what our plan is, you stupid idiot? Well, it sounds like our father-in-law and your husband are having a little discussion about the situation. Sounds like Oscar is asking you and your husband to leave. Wait, now just hold on a minute. What? He's seriously talking to Oliver about wanting us to leave? Is this a joke? Just wait, what are we supposed to do? After you eat the turkey that you so desperately wanted to eat, you can go to sleep here tonight, but first thing tomorrow morning, we want you out of here. Both my father and mother-in-law wanted me to say that they don't want to see either of your faces anymore. What on earth is going on around here? Did you sneak them some sort of poison so you can make them say these things? What did I ever do to them? I'm nice. It sounds like you've been exposed to the anger of my father-in-law, Ariana. They're done with your behavior, and this is the last time you're allowed here. This means that you won't be able to enter this house ever again. So much for wanting to get your hands on any inheritance. You've really done it this time, girl. Why is this happening to us? I've been nothing but kind and nice to them, and then you go and screw everything up for us? Why is Oscar so angry for anyway? Because you complain constantly about the food and that it looked cheap and for poor people. You made complete fun of it. You do realize that everything that was put on our table tonight was made by Florence, right? She told me that it had been a while since you came back here. So she worked almost the entire day yesterday to prepare all the food that you saw today. She made so many dishes so that you wouldn't complain. But of course, you being Ariana, I knew you would still complain, so you should feel like an idiot right now. Do you get how Florence is feeling right now? What on earth are you even talking about, Marie? I absolutely had no idea about any of that. I didn't know that she was the one that cooked. You didn't say anything about that to me. I thought it was you who was making all the food because you have almost every time we came here, and I knew it was basically going to be the same things. All I did was assist Florence, but she was really the one who did everything so that the family could have a nice sit-down meal together. You were the one who misunderstood the situation, all right? You just assumed things that weren't even true. Even if you tell her now, nothing's going to change in terms of you leaving. What do you mean by things won't change? It was just an honest mistake. I wasn't intending on offending her or anything. It's not my fault you're an easy target. See, this is the kind of crap they're sick of having in this family. Our mother and father-in-law are cutting ties with you, Ariana. What? They're cutting ties with me? They can't do that. I am married to their eldest son. They can't just throw me out of their house like trash. That's so uncalled for. Well, the good thing about it is that you no longer have to eat our poor and sticky food anymore. You should be happy about that. What the heck, Marie? What happens once they cut ties with me? Do you think they'll give up on contacting me? What about the inheritance? The inheritance? There's no way that you'll get anything from them after what you said and did. Don't you get what it means when people cut ties? It means that anything about the future will have nothing to do with you, and the relationship you have with them will be discontinued. I feel like that's the only normal thing to do after someone's treated their family so poorly. I guess this will give you time to think about what you've done. What I did? Are you kidding me? Are you seriously throwing me under the bus? This was just a big mistake, as I thought you were cooking today. I didn't mean to diss Florence on her cooking. Can't you just tell her how sorry I am, and I'll make it up to her? Well, it's on you if you didn't know what was going on, since you never made the effort to help us out with anything at all. You just sat on the couch and assumed everything. What happens between all of you now has got nothing to do with me, so don't even think about dragging me down with you. How does my father-in-law not hate you for doing this to me? I don't understand. Do you even realize how rich this family is, Marie? What are you talking about? I don't have a clue what's happening with their money, and that's none of my business. I've got no interest in it. Huh? Are you insane? Are you just lying to save your own skin? Stop lying. How can you not be interested in getting their money? Because I'm not like that, and I'm not a gold digger like you, Ariana. I don't go out and try to rip off my own family members or suck up to them. My husband and I are more than satisfied with the lives that we've made for ourselves. It doesn't matter if his parents are rich or not. Look, I'm pregnant, so I'm wanting to take better care of them now so that they can play with their grandchildren in the future. I help out, and I think it's only natural to help out with the in-laws and to spend quality time with them. Money doesn't matter to me. Whoa, just hold up a minute, okay? Did you just say that you're pregnant? Are you kidding me? Yes, I'm going to have a baby. What of it, Ariana? That's also why Oscar said that your attitude towards me was too harsh. I guess he couldn't just put this issue to the side anymore. He's doing this to also protect me and my baby. What you were doing was horrible. There were so many things that I didn't know about. This is not fair to do this to me. Even though I made so many bombshell statements, this is still not my fault, all right? Look, I would love to stay and chat a bit longer, but Florence is calling me. Looks like the turkey's arrived. That's good. Please, Marie, I'm in a little bit of trouble here. You've got to help me out, okay? You're my sister-in-law, after all. You're supposed to help me. Didn't you just get kicked out? Why would I want to help someone who's done nothing but treat me badly? You deserve to be kicked out, Ariana. Can't you just leave quickly for your own sake? But you can't just do this to me. Stop being so cruel. This isn't fair on me. I don't deserve this. Your behavior earlier was much worse, and to be honest, I turned my back on you so you'd have no one to help you out. It was kind of funny to see you begging my father-in-law to not kick you out. You know, he's not in the mood for this crap. You probably also didn't notice this, but your own husband was acting cold towards you as well. But I don't understand why the family is doing this to me. Is this just really over how crappy I think your food is? Isn't this just a bit extreme? Even Oliver was acting the same way I was. He was agreeing with me. How come I'm the only one who's been kicked out? Why not him? Because he's our father-in-law's son. It's only natural for him to work through this together. Oliver also finally understands what kind of person you are. At least he's done some reflecting on his past actions and is going to rectify them. You didn't even think about doing that, did you? You don't think that it's horrible to cut someone off like this so quickly? Why are you all abandoning me so easily? We're wives of these men. We stick together, right? You can understand where I'm coming from, right? Look, it was all just a big misunderstanding. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. No, it's too late. You've already said enough, and I don't want to hear any more out of you. You've been treating me badly for years, and now it's time to cut you out. What we're doing here is no joke. I think you better try and find a way to the nearest bus station so you can go home. Look, I don't want to ever see your face around these parts ever again. You're no longer welcome in this house ever again. Also, don't even think about trying to bother my mother and father-in-law. They don't want you around either. I hope you think about what you've done. It seems like you're all on your own now, Ariana. You've got nowhere to come back to. Such a shame. I guess you won't need to eat homemade food again. After Ariana was kicked out of the house, she tried to desperately keep in contact with Marie, but she was ignored by her. She had no choice but to walk to the nearest bus station so she could get back to her house. She did manage to find the right bus and get home by herself, but after that, her husband decided that he wanted to divorce her immediately. Last affair that she had with another man, so it made her look even more guilty. Apparently, she was asked to pay alimony, and they both ended up divorcing each other. It seems like she married him to get his inheritance. In the end, it seems like she ended up losing money rather than gaining it. She now had nothing in her bank account and no place to live. She's now homeless, but when you look at it, it's her own fault. Marie gave birth to a healthy baby and has a good relationship with her in-laws. It seems like they're living a happy life, but Ariana's situation is completely different. Thank you for watching. If you liked this video, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to see more content like this.